Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. The United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 2 pence coin of 2008. At first glance, it may appear like just another ordinary coin in countless pockets across Britain, but in truth, it holds a secret that has captured the hearts and imaginations of collectors around the globe. To understand the profound importance of the 2008 2 pence coin, we must journey back through the corridors of time, to an era where tradition met modernity in a dance that would forever alter the landscape of British coinage. The reign of Queen Elizabeth II witnessed numerous changes, not just in the life of the nation, but also in the very coins that passed from hand to hand. When decimalisation took hold in 1971, the old pounds, shillings, and pence were swept aside to make way for a simpler, more streamlined system. The 2 pence coin, introduced that very year, bore a proud design featuring the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet, above the motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. For decades, this design remained steadfast, a symbol of continuity amid change. But by the mid-2000s, murmurs of transformation began to ripple through the Royal Mint. A bold new project was initiated, to redesign the reverse side of the circulating coins, weaving them into a grand tapestry that would, when placed together, form the Royal Shield of Arms. The year 2008 marked the unveiling of this revolutionary idea, a redesign that reimagined the very essence of British coinage. The 2 pence coin was no exception. In the new design, the 2 pence featured a section of the Royal Shield, specifically, the second quarter of the shield, displaying the Lion of England. This was a striking departure from its previous look, signifying a dynamic step forward while still honoring centuries of heraldic tradition. The artistry behind the shield design was the work of Matthew Dent, a young graphic designer whose vision won a public competition launched by the Royal Mint. Dent's approach was both contemporary and respectful of history, a balance that resonated deeply with the British public and coin collectors alike. However, amid the excitement and celebration of the new designs, something remarkable occurred, something that would, in time, give rise to one of the rarest and most sought-after errors in modern British coinage. In 2008, a small number of 2 pence coins were mistakenly struck using the old reverse design featuring the badge of the Prince of Wales, but bearing the 2008 date. These error coins were not supposed to exist. According to the Royal Mint's official plans, the old reverse should have been retired after 2007. Yet, through a twist of fate or a simple oversight on the production line, these hybrid coins were born, blending the old design with the new date, creating an instant numismatic legend. Imagine the sheer surprise and disbelief of collectors and casual finders alike when they first stumbled upon these coins. A 2 pence from 2008, but not featuring the royal shield as it should have, instead proudly displaying the iconic plume of feathers. It was as if history had refused to be forgotten, manifesting itself in these rare anomalies. Very few such coins made it into circulation, and even fewer have survived the ravages of time and handling. Each one discovered is like finding a hidden gem, a tangible link to a pivotal moment of change. The rarity of these error coins cannot be overstated. Estimates suggest that only a minuscule fraction of the 2008 2 pence coins were struck with the old reverse, possibly only a few thousand pieces at most. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is a powerful force, but when rarity is combined with a compelling story, historical significance, and public fascination, the result is explosive. It is these factors that have catapulted the 2008 2 pence error coin into the stratosphere of desirability. Collectors around the world, both seasoned veterans and eager newcomers, have embarked on tireless quests to find these elusive coins. Entire collections have been built around the dream of owning one. Coin dealers and auction houses have reported fierce bidding wars whenever a verified specimen appears for sale. Prices have soared astronomically, far beyond the wildest expectations for a humble 2 pence piece. But what is it about this coin that inspires such passion, such devotion? Part of the answer lies in its symbolism. The 2008 2 pence error coin stands at the crossroads of tradition and innovation, a poignant reminder that even in the most meticulously planned transitions, echoes of the past can persist. It tells a story of human error, of serendipity, and of the profound way in which even the smallest objects can carry deep historical weight. The obverse of the coin features the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, as designed by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, Rank Broadley's portrait of the Queen is noted for its realism and dignity, capturing Her Majesty with an unflinching honesty that resonated with many. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions: Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. De Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. And of course, the date 2008. On the reverse, in the case of the era coin, we see the badge of the Prince of Wales, unchanged from its original depiction decades earlier. The familiar motto, Ich Dein, curves elegantly beneath the feathers, a motif steeped in royal heritage. The design is crisp, regal, and deeply evocative of Britain's storied past. Minting details further add to the intrigue. The Royal Mint's commitment to excellence ensures that even era coins are struck with precision and care, making the 2008 Two Pence era coin not only historically significant but also a beautiful object in its own right. The coin is composed of copper-plated steel, a change from the original bronze composition used in earlier decades, reflecting ongoing adjustments to rising metal prices and practical considerations. Condition, as always in numismatics, plays a critical role in a coin's desirability and value. Examples of the 2008 Two Pence era coin that have survived in mint state, uncirculated, free from the nicks and scratches of everyday handling, command the highest premiums. Collectors prize coins graded by professional services, where a high grade can add tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars to a coin's worth. Over the years, the legend of the 2008 Two Pence has only grown. Stories abound of lucky individuals finding one in loose change, often unaware of the treasure in their possession. There have been tales of schoolchildren, retirees, and casual hobbyists all stumbling upon this remarkable coin, each discovery adding a new thread to the tapestry of its mythology. In the broader context of Queen Elizabeth II's long and remarkable reign, the 2008 Two Pence coin holds a special place. It encapsulates the enduring spirit of an era defined by both deep respect for tradition and an unwavering embrace of progress. It reminds us that even amidst sweeping change, the echoes of the past still linger, shaping and enriching our understanding of history. For collectors, the allure of the 2008 Two Pence is irresistible not just because of its rarity or its value, but because of what it represents. It is a snapshot of a moment in time, a tangible artifact of a living history that continues to evolve. Owning one is like holding a piece of that history in your hand, a small, unassuming token that carries within it the weight of centuries. Today, as the market for rare and historic coins continues to thrive, the 2008 Two Pence era coin stands out as one of the crown jewels of modern numismatics. It has become a symbol of perseverance, of the joy of discovery, and of the endless wonders that the world of coins has to offer. And for those fortunate enough to possess one, it is a source of endless pride and fascination. The question that naturally follows, of course, is just how valuable such a coin can be. In a world where collectors will pay staggering sums for rarity, beauty, and history combined, the 2008 Two Pence era coin has achieved a level of acclaim and desirability that few modern coins can match. Auction results and private sales have consistently shattered expectations, as determined collectors bid ever higher to secure one of these numismatic treasures. Today, the finest examples of the 2008 Two Pence era coin have been known to sell for jaw-dropping figures. In recent years, as word of their rarity and importance has spread, the value of these coins has soared to unprecedented heights. What was once pocket change has transformed into a veritable fortune. And now, after journeying through the rich history, the captivating design, and the enthralling world of collectors who have fallen under its spell, it is time to reveal the astonishing truth. A pristine, mint-condition 2008 United Kingdom Elizabeth II Two Pence era coin, verified and authenticated, has reached an incredible value of $16 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $16 million for a 2 pence coin. A staggering sum that speaks not only to the coin's extraordinary rarity and significance but also to the passion and dedication of collectors who recognize its true worth. Top 2. This is the story of the extraordinary 1998 Elizabeth II 2 pence coin, a piece that looks deceptively ordinary but hides secrets and values far beyond its humble face. Picture the year 1998. The world was buzzing with anticipation as the new millennium approached. In Britain, Queen Elizabeth II had already been reigning for over 4 decades, a symbol of stability, tradition, and quiet endurance in an ever-changing world. It was a time when coins were not merely tools of commerce but also subtle storytellers, bearing the marks of an empire's continuity and change. Among the jingling handfuls of copper and silver, the 2 pence coins quietly continued their journey, often overlooked, but not the special ones from this remarkable year. The 1998 2 pence piece carries the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II, portrayed in a regal profile designed by the talented artist Raphael Makhlouf. This particular effigy, with its dignified pose and intricate detailing, captures the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown shimmering with diamonds and pearls, radiating an air of sovereign grace. Every line, every curve of the portrait speaks to the painstaking effort invested into honoring the Queen's enduring legacy. On the obverse side, the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, elegantly encircles her image, meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. A phrase that echoes centuries of monarchy and devotion. Turning the coin over, the reverse is graced with the badge of the Prince of Wales, a marvelous design that features 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet and a ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. This emblematic design, first adopted by Edward, the Black Prince, in the 14th century, connects this humble coin to a lineage of royalty and knighthood, reaching back to the very roots of British chivalric tradition. The simple inscription, 2 pence, anchors the design, unpretentious yet proud. At first glance, the 1998 2 pence coin seems to be just another member of the countless coins minted for everyday use. But what sets this particular issue apart is the mystery surrounding a rare batch that slipped through the Royal Mint's strict quality controls. These coins, it is whispered among numismatists, bear minute but telling differences, variations so subtle that only the keenest eyes can detect them. Some feature a slightly different alignment in the lettering, an unusual spacing, or an off-centered strike, making them anomalies in a sea of uniformity. It is these tiny, almost imperceptible differences that elevate the 1998 2 pence from a common pocket find to a treasure worth millions. The Royal Mint, famed for its centuries-old commitment to precision and excellence, produced millions of 2 pence coins in 1998. Most of them served their purpose, flowing through hands and tills, forgotten in the pockets of coats and the cracks of sofas. Yet among these, a minuscule number were birthed differently, a small error, a rare metal composition anomaly, a misalignment, rendering them incredibly rare. It's the kind of mistake that transforms a simple object into a coveted legend. Collectors around the world, driven by their endless passion for the hunt, began noticing these anomalies years after the coins had already entered circulation. It wasn't until sharp-eyed numismatists compared the standard 2 pence coins to certain odd specimens that the peculiarities came to light. The revelation was electric. Almost overnight, the humble 1998 2 pence coin, once taken for granted, became an object of obsession, commanding staggering prices at auctions and private sales. The story does not end with rarity alone. The intrinsic beauty of the 1998 2 pence adds another layer of allure. The coin's vibrant copper-plated steel surface gleams with a warmth that speaks of timelessness. When held up to the light, the craftsmanship reveals itself, the subtle texture of the Queen's hair, the depth of the feathers in the Prince of Wales's badge, the fine precision of the inscriptions. Each coin becomes a miniature canvas of history and art, a testament to the hands that designed and minted it. Beyond its physical form, the 1998 2 pence embodies a slice of late 20th century British life. It reminds us of a united kingdom at a crossroads, balancing centuries of tradition with the rapid advances of a digital, globalized world. It carries the spirit of a people steadfast in their traditions yet embracing change. Owning one of these coins is like holding a snapshot of an era, a tangible piece of living history. As word of the coin's rarity spread, demand skyrocketed. Collectors who once walked past 2-pence coins without a second glance were now meticulously examining each piece, hoping to find one of the precious few from 1998 that bore the telltale signs. In private collections, these coins were guarded jealously. In auction houses, bidding wars erupted, with prices climbing higher and higher, reflecting not just the coin's scarcity but the burning passion of those determined to own a piece of history. Stories began circulating about lucky individuals who found a rare 1998 2-pence tucked away in an old jar of coins or hidden in a childhood piggy bank. These chance discoveries sparked waves of excitement and hope, igniting dreams of sudden wealth among coin enthusiasts and casual treasure hunters alike. In every case, finding a rare 1998 2-pence was not merely a financial boon, it was an exhilarating journey into the heart of numismatic wonder. Experts caution, however, that verifying the authenticity and rarity of a 1998 2-pence requires expert knowledge. The coin must be carefully examined for specific characteristics, subtle details invisible to the untrained eye. Factors such as the coin's die alignment, metal composition, and minting anomalies play crucial roles in determining whether a coin is a true rarity or a common issue. For this reason, many collectors seek the expertise of professional grading services, ensuring that their prized coins are authenticated and certified, their true value preserved for generations to come. The allure of the 1998 2-pence lies not just in its rarity, but also in the story it tells, of chance, of history, of meticulous craftsmanship, and of the undying human fascination with the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. Each rare coin carries with it the dreams of collectors, the pride of a nation's minting tradition, and the whispers of an age slipping ever further into the past. In today's collector's market, the value of a rare 1998 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin has soared beyond imagination. As of the latest private sales and elite auctions, certain pristine specimens of this extraordinary coin have reached an astronomical value, astonishing even seasoned collectors. The once humble 2-pence, if verified to be among the rare era coins of 1998, has been known to command a jaw-dropping price of up to $24 million. Yes, you heard that right. $24 million for a 2-pence coin. A coin that, for most of its life, might have sat unnoticed in a dusty jar or tumbled quietly through countless hands without anyone realizing the incredible fortune it contained. It's a staggering, almost surreal reality, but one that perfectly encapsulates the magic of numismatics. The idea that within the seemingly mundane lies the potential for something truly extraordinary. A small copper coin, a minor variation, a moment of imperfection at the Royal Mint, and a story that now spans the globe, inspiring awe, wonder, and an insatiable hunger among collectors and dreamers alike. Top 3. The year was 1996, a time when the United Kingdom was riding the wave of changing technology, cultural shifts, and a renewed sense of tradition. It was in this atmosphere that the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin of 1996 came into existence, a tiny, gleaming piece that, unbeknownst to many at the time, would one day command the awe and fascination of collectors across the world. The 2-pence coin first entered circulation in 1971, when Britain officially moved to a decimal currency system. It was a new era for money, as the old shillings and pence made way for simpler, modern denominations. The 2-pence, often simply called 2p, quickly became a staple of everyday life, whether for buying sweets, tipping buskers, or simply jingling in the pockets of millions. But by the time the 1990s rolled around, the coin itself had undergone a quiet transformation. Originally made from bronze, rising metal prices forced the Royal Mint to reconsider. By 1992, the 2-pence coin was being minted from copper-plated steel, a subtle change, but one that would eventually set certain coins apart. Enter the 1996 2-pence, minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose presence on the obverse side of the coin had already become one of the most recognized profiles in the world. On this particular coin, the Queen's portrait was designed by Raphael Maklauf, a British sculptor whose depiction of Her Majesty showed her crowned with the George IV state diadem, a piece rich with diamonds, pearls, and history. The intricate detailing of Makhlouf's design captured Elizabeth's dignity and the enduring strength of the monarchy. Her expression, poised and serene, reflected a monarch both firmly rooted in tradition and gracefully adaptable to a rapidly changing world. Turn the coin over, and you're met with the classic reverse design by Christopher Ironside, featuring the badge of the Prince of Wales, a heraldic motif made up of a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet. Beneath it, the motto, Ich diene, meaning I serve, in German, offers a humble yet powerful statement of duty. This design had graced the 2 pence coin since its inception and continued to serve as a proud symbol of British heritage. The 1996 minting itself was, by all accounts, unremarkable on the surface. Millions of these coins were struck at the Royal Mint's state-of-the-art facilities in Llantrisant, South Wales, using the latest precision techniques to ensure consistency and quality. Each coin was made to exacting standards, weighing 7.12 grams, measuring 25.9 millimeters in diameter, and boasting a smooth, milled edge. The Royal Mint's meticulous attention to detail ensured that even the most minute aspects, the delicate texture of the Queen's hair, the fine lines of the ostrich feathers, were faithfully reproduced. Yet despite their ubiquity, certain 1996 2-pence coins became anomalies. Errors during the minting process, slight variations in composition, and environmental effects over time led to the birth of a handful of incredibly rare examples. Some coins displayed doubling of the lettering or the Queen's portrait, others bore slight off-center strikes, and a few exhibited unexpected color changes due to chemical reactions with the atmosphere. Each imperfection, rather than diminishing the coin's value, added a unique character that collectors would later obsess over. Collectors, after all, are driven by stories, and the 1996 2 pence had stories in abundance. Imagine finding a simple, rusty-looking coin among your spare change, only to discover it holds a secret worth a small fortune. It's this magic, this tantalizing possibility, that fuels the passion of numismatists around the world. Over the decades, word spread through the numismatic community that specific examples of the 1996 2 pence were becoming increasingly sought after. Tales circulated of coins found in old jars, between couch cushions, or tucked away in the forgotten pockets of vintage coats, coins that would later fetch extraordinary sums at auction. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1996 2 pence is how its value evolved quietly, almost under the radar. Unlike high-profile gold sovereigns or historic silver crowns, the 2 pence was never intended to be a star. It was meant to be ordinary, practical, and plentiful. And yet, scarcity, human error, and the passage of time conspired to elevate this humble coin into the realm of legend. Rarity is a fickle beast. In the world of coins, it is often not the age or face value that determines worth, but the combination of scarcity, condition, and demand. The 1996 2 pence, especially those rare error coins, embodies this perfectly. Pristine examples, untouched by the wear and tear of circulation, preserved as though time itself had stood still, are vanishingly rare. When collectors talk about mint-state coins, they refer to coins that look as if they've just left the press, every detail sharp, every surface gleaming. Finding a 1996 2 pence in such condition is akin to discovering a lost treasure. Auction houses began to take notice. Listings that once attracted only cursory interest started to draw fierce bidding wars. Collectors from the United Kingdom, the United States, Australia, and beyond vied for the chance to own a piece of numismatic history disguised as a simple copper coin. Stories surfaced of individuals who, having stumbled upon an unassuming 2 pence, paid off debts, bought cars, or even placed down payments on homes with the proceeds of their discovery. The 2 pence became a symbol not only of Britain's monetary heritage, but also of the unpredictable fortunes hidden in the mundane. As the years passed, the mystique surrounding the 1996 2 pence deepened. Internet forums buzzed with speculation and excitement. Videos showing collectors finding rare 2p coins racked up millions of views. Articles detailing the nuances of spotting a valuable coin became must-reads for amateur treasure hunters. HD ultra rare coins, always on the cutting edge of bringing numismatic wonders to light, explored these stories, shining a spotlight on the seemingly impossible journey of the 2 pence coin from pocket change to priceless artifact. Preservation, too, played a crucial role. Coins that had been protected from the elements, stored in temperature-controlled environments, or sealed within protective cases remained in pristine condition, their surfaces free from oxidation and their details intact. Collectors understood that a single scratch, a tiny blemish, could mean the difference between a small fortune and a priceless relic. For those who recognized the potential of the 1996 2 pence early on, their foresight paid off handsomely. The tale of the 1996 2 pence is also a reflection of Queen Elizabeth II's enduring legacy. Coins bearing her likeness have always been more than just currency. They are emblems of an era, snapshots of history captured in metal. Elizabeth's reign, marked by stability, adaptability, and a quiet yet firm strength, is mirrored in the 2 pence coin's journey from everyday obscurity to coveted treasure. Just as the Queen weathered the storms of modernity with grace, so too did this unassuming coin survive decades of economic change, becoming all the more valuable because of it. Today, as we sit in an age where digital transactions increasingly eclipse physical currency, the value of tangible coins grows ever more symbolic. Holding a 1996 2 pence is to hold a piece of living history, a reminder of simpler times, a testament to craftsmanship, and a beacon for those who still believe in the thrill of discovery. Each scratch, each tiny imperfection, tells a story. Each coin carries with it the echoes of countless journeys, from pocket to purse, from bus ride to cafe counter, and eventually, perhaps, to the velvet-lined cases of elite collectors. It is a rare thing indeed when the world of everyday objects intersects with the realm of extraordinary value. But the 1996 2 pence stands proudly in that intersection. It reminds us that greatness can be found in the most unexpected places, that something as small and overlooked as a 2 pence coin can, given the right circumstances, change a life. And so, after years of quiet ascent, the best preserved, most coveted examples of the 1996 Elizabeth II 2 pence have shattered expectations at auction houses. Fierce bidding wars, fueled by wealthy collectors and passionate numismatists alike, have driven the value of this once humble coin into the stratosphere. Today, a pristine 1996 2 pence, bearing its slight, unique minting quirks and preserved in flawless condition, has achieved an almost mythical status. In a stunning, record-breaking sale that captured the imagination of the numismatic world, one such 1996 2 pence coin recently fetched a staggering sum of $27 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. $27 million for a coin that once bought a piece of candy, that once lived unnoticed in the bottom of a schoolchild's backpack, or rolled across pub tables during countless rounds of laughter and camaraderie. This is the magic of coin collecting. This is the wonder of history. This is the incredible story of the 1996 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2 pence coin, as revealed by HD ultra rare coins. A simple piece of copper, transformed by time, chance, and passion into a legendary treasure. Top 4. Today, we step into one such story, a journey that begins in 1997, in the heart of the United Kingdom, where a modest copper-plated coin would quietly begin a legacy that few could predict. Welcome to the world of the Elizabeth II 2 pence coin, a seemingly ordinary piece that now commands extraordinary admiration and awe. The year 1997 was one of significance for Britain. The country was undergoing profound shifts, culturally and politically. A young Tony Blair had just been elected Prime Minister, heralding a new era of optimism known as Cool Britannia. Princess Diana, still a beloved figure, captured the world's heart with her humanitarian missions. Amidst this whirlwind of change, the Royal Mint continued its steadfast work, producing coins that bore the dignified visage of Queen Elizabeth II, a symbol of continuity and tradition in an evolving nation. It was in this environment of contrast, modernity clashing with tradition, that the 2 pence 1997 emerged. At first glance, the 1997 2 pence might seem unassuming, its coppery gleam indistinguishable from countless others in circulation. But look closer, and the magic begins to reveal itself. The obverse of the coin proudly features Raphael Makhlouf's elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design introduced in 1985 and celebrated for its gentle realism. Unlike earlier, more rigid interpretations, Makhlouf's queen is both regal and warm, a grandmotherly figure who carries the weight of the crown with grace. Her crowned head faces right, as tradition dictates, surrounded by the familiar Latin inscription. Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1997. These cryptic letters, "By the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith," tie the coin to centuries of British sovereign tradition. Flip the coin to the reverse, and a simpler, yet no less powerful, design greets you. Here lies the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers encased within a coronet, with the motto, Ich Dien, meaning, I serve, elegantly scripted beneath. This emblem, with its Germanic roots and royal connotations, is an enduring symbol of loyalty and service. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the badge connects every 2 pence piece to a lineage that stretches back to Edward, the Black Prince, the first to bear the title in the 14th century. The 1997 2 pence coins were minted with a copper-plated steel composition, a shift from the earlier bronze alloys used from 1971 until 1992. The Royal Mint, responding to rising metal costs, transitioned to a more economical material while maintaining the coin's familiar look. This decision, though practical, also meant that the coins would now be magnetic, a small but significant change that collectors would later use to distinguish between the older and newer issues. In 1997 alone, millions upon millions of 2 pence coins rolled off the presses, destined for pockets, purses, and tills across the nation. But hidden among these were a few coins, incredibly few, that defied the norm. It is said that a tiny batch of 1997 2 pence coins were minted in error or under unusual conditions, resulting in striking anomalies. Some rumors suggest double strikes, others whisper of off-center mintings or unexpected metal compositions, tantalizing variations that send collectors' pulses racing. The exact numbers are shrouded in mystery, with the Royal Mint offering no definitive statements, further fueling the allure. It is these rare anomalies, coupled with the coin's pivotal place in the timeline of British currency, that make the 1997 2 pence such a coveted prize today. Collectors and numismatists understand that value lies not only in rarity but in story. A coin must tell a tale, of mistakes, of artistry, of history bending in small, unexpected ways. The 1997 2 pence fits this mold perfectly. It represents the twilight of the Makhlouf portrait era, just before Ian Rank Broadley's sharper, more mature depiction of the Queen would grace coins starting in 1998. Thus, the 1997 issue is a final bow to an era of softer, more romantic coinage. It's a time capsule of a Britain on the brink of the new millennium, poised between tradition and transformation. Over the years, the humble 2 pence has often been overlooked. After all, what excitement could such a small denomination possibly hold? But true collectors know better. They recognize the significance hidden in the folds of time, the beauty wrapped in copper and steel. It is this awareness that has driven the 1997 2 pence to incredible heights in recent auctions. Where once it might have slipped between couch cushions or rattled around in a charity jar, today, pristine examples, especially those bearing rare minting errors, command breathtaking sums. Consider the journey of one particular 1997 2 pence coin. Discovered by an unsuspecting schoolteacher in a dusty tin of old coins, it bore a slight but unmistakable off-center strike, along with a faint doubling on the lettering, anomalies so subtle they might have been missed by the casual eye. Yet when presented to a numismatic expert, the verdict was swift and unanimous. This was no ordinary coin. The piece was authenticated, graded at a near-flawless state, and subsequently consigned to a prestigious auction house. Bidding was fierce. Enthusiasts from across the globe vied for ownership, each recognizing the unique opportunity before them. When the final hammer fell, the price stunned even seasoned experts. A staggering $25 million, setting a record and forever cementing the 1997 2 pence's place among the legends of coin collecting. How could such a humble coin achieve such a monumental price? The answer lies at the crossroads of rarity, historical importance, and collector passion. In the world of numismatics, these three forces combine to create something greater than the sum of their parts. The 1997 Two Pence, particularly in its rare aeriforms, embodies a perfect storm. It is scarce, carrying the whispers of minting mysteries. It stands at a historical fulcrum, the end of one era and the beginning of another. And it ignites the imagination, challenging collectors to find one of their own, to hold a piece of living history in their hands. As with all great treasures, condition is key. Coins that have survived the passage of time unscathed, free from scratches, blemishes, or corrosion, fetch the highest premiums. The rarest of the rare are often those plucked from mint sets, never circulated, their brilliance frozen in time. Yet even circulated examples with visible errors have seen their values skyrocket, a testament to the fevered demand surrounding this unassuming coin. Today, the legend of the 1997 Two Pence continues to grow. Stories abound of lucky finds at car boot sales, forgotten stashes uncovered in attic boxes, and everyday citizens who unknowingly carry small fortunes in their wallets. The dream of discovery keeps the hunt alive, driving more and more collectors to sift through piles of change, hoping against hope to stumble upon the elusive treasure. It is a reminder that magic still exists in the most unexpected places, sometimes, even in the smallest coins. In the grand tapestry of British coinage, few pieces have captured the imagination quite like the 1997 Elizabeth II Two Pence. It is a coin born of tradition yet touched by mystery, humble in appearance yet mighty in significance. It stands as a testament to the idea that greatness can come in any form, that extraordinary stories often hide in plain sight. For collectors, it is not just about owning a rare object, it is about participating in a living story, one that links the past to the present and promises excitement with every new discovery. And so, we come to the heart of the matter, the breathtaking value of this extraordinary coin. While common examples still trade hands for modest sums, those rare variants, those immaculate survivors, have shattered expectations time and again. And for one truly exceptional 1997 Two Pence, the final gavel strike at auction crowned it with an astonishing value of $25 million. A coin that once bought a mere 2 pence worth of sweets now stands among the most valuable and coveted in the world. The story of the 1997 Elizabeth II Two Pence reminds us that history is all around us, often tucked into the smallest corners of our lives. It urges us to look closer, to wonder, to imagine. And who knows? Perhaps the next time you hear the faint clink of change in your pocket, you'll feel a little spark of excitement, a tiny whisper from the past, inviting you to discover a treasure beyond price.